way that I would phrase it is that the white supremacists have something to do with everything that non-white people do here on the planet. So I would think that they are orchestrating something like that. And if they are, that would be the way that I would go, somewhat along the lines that you're thinking. And why would they be doing this? Because they're always doing something, because this has to do with maintaining their power. So it's logical that they would say, well, if we're going to have black people in prominent positions all over the world, why not just project the black female using the Gone with the Wind format? And that would be the mammy of the house, sort of bossy, and sort of masculine in her ways, but very caring about looking out for the masters of the plantation and not having much of a family. I didn't see one in the movie Gone with the Wind. And probably having another female who is kind of silly, but somewhat practical in some things, can be of some help, sometimes maybe, and that would be someone like the other black female that was there in the house. I think her name was called Prissy or something like that. Maybe carrying some water or something like that, in an emergency.
Right.
And maybe sometimes not in an emergency, because after all, during an emergency, she didn't know what to do. She said, "Miss Scarlett, I don't know anything about birthing no babies," and she got slapped for that.
Right.
So that plantation image is always in the minds of the white supremacists all over the world, ever since the beginning of white supremacy. So if you notice in that movie, which is a classic movie, there are no prominent black males. The few black males that show up are just sort of like in the background.
Correct.
And when they are doing something prominent, they're usually kind of squabbling among themselves. I think there's a scene where one was saying, "You ain't the one supposed to say quitting time. I'm the one supposed to say quitting time."
Right.
So they're arguing about who is going to be the big Negro on the plantation.
Correct.
The most important. So that theme, that basic format, is the format for the entire system of white supremacy worldwide. So you make the black females very prominent, because they can always be controlled by both the white supremacist male and the white supremacist female. They're always easy to control. The black female kowtows to the white female because she knows she has to. Miss Scarlett, when she walks out on the porch, the black female may know how to do this and know how to do that and whatnot. But on a stage where there's a black female and a white female, the white female is the dominant factor there. And the black female must remain knowing that, for one thing, the white female is the only one who can produce with regularity white offspring. So she knows that she will always be the number one in the minds of the white male in the system of white supremacy. So therefore, it does make any difference about where they post the black female. It does make any difference about how many books she's read or how capable she is and all like that. She's still a servant to the system of white supremacy, and she's less of a threat than a black male would be, because after all, black males can impregnate. Black females can't.